Hey guys, it's Doris from LookMazing and I'm back with a top 5 best of beauty video. And these types of videos I test out the top 5 best-selling and highly raved about products for different categories. So I've done them from makeup to skincare, so if you haven't been following along, I'll leave a playlist of all those videos down below that you can check out. So today I'll actually be talking about the top 5 best acne spot treatment products, and so these products are used to treat those annoying pimples that pop up from here and then. So I will go ahead and get started, but if you have any questions, don't hesitate to let me know down in the comments below. So I did test out the top 5 products, but if you are interested in the longer list of them, I will leave a link to that down below. I'm going to start off with the active ingredient benzoyl peroxide, which is an ingredient that helps kills the bacteria in your pores that is causing the acne or inflammation. And the product I have is the Clinique Acne Solutions Emergency Gel Lotion. This one has 5% benzoyl peroxide, so for over-the-counter products it ranges from 2.5 to 10%. So if you aren't sure how it reacts to your skin, because it does make your skin a little bit on the dry side, I would start from the lowest and work your way up. And for me, this one, I would say it was effective, but it did dry out my skin and I could see it flake off. So while I was using this, it was hard to use makeup to cover it up. And also when I used it at night, I think I accidentally turned on my pillowcase, so it did bleach my pillowcase. So that's something to be aware of. But in terms of effectiveness, it did work. So after several days, my pimples subsided and went away. But during that process, I felt like my skin did feel a little dried out and also flaked as well. Another popular active ingredient is salicylic acid, and that ingredient really helps cleans out the pores, so removing dead skin cells from inside the pore as well as along the surface of the skin. And it's also anti-inflammatory, so it helps reduce redness. And the first product that has salicylic acid is the Clean and Clear Advantage Mark Treatment. And this one, for concentration wise, it ranges from 0.05% to 2% for over the counter. So this one is 2%, so the highest you can get. And I have to say this is quite effective. It worked really well for my skin. And I would say my blemish for the second day, it just subsided almost completely. You could still see a little bit of it. But for hyperpigmentation, this is amazing because I always get dark spots after my blemish subsides, and this one really helps minimizes it. So yeah, overall just dried my skin up a little bit, but not as much as the Clinique one I mentioned earlier. So yeah, so I'm pretty happy with this one. So the next product that also has salicylic acid is the Clinique Acne Solutions Clinical Clearing Gel, and this one has 1%, so lower than the Clean and Clear one. And the formula or texture wise feels very similar. They're both gel, which I really love because it dries clear, so it's easy to wear during the day and layer on sunscreen and makeup over it. So yeah, one thing to make sure you guys do is wear a sunscreen because the salicylic acid is an AHA, so that makes your skin more prone to sun damage and sunburn. So yeah, so overall I would say this is just as effective as the Clean and Clear one. So I think I like this one a little bit more because it didn't dry out my skin as much. So there's a natural and also antibacterial ingredient that's similar to benzoyl peroxide in terms of effectiveness is tea tree oil. So tea tree oil is more gentle than benzoyl peroxide, but it's not recommended to use it at full concentration. So usually it will be mixed with willow bark, which is a natural form of salicylic acid. So I have a product that does exactly just that. So the Burt's Bees Natural Acne Solutions mixes the salicylic acid from the willow bark. So the concentration is 0.75%, which is lower than the other ones that I talked about, and it also mixes in the tea tree oil. So I love the fact that it's natural and it doesn't dry out my skin. So my blemish did go away in a few days, but during that time it was just much more pleasant since my skin wasn't flaking, which made it a lot easier to cover up with makeup and concealer. So yeah, so I would have to say so far out of the salicylic acid and benzoyl peroxide, this one is my favorite. So the last product I have is a little bit different than all the products that I mentioned because this one does act more like a band-aid for your pimple, and this is perfect for those of you guys who have a tendency to touch your pimple and the oils from your fingers can further infect it and irritate it. So This one here is by CosRx. This is the Acne Pimple Master Pouch, which is really popular, and it comes in a sheet with different size stickers, so sorry I've used quite a lot on them already, but essentially you just peel it off and apply it to your pimple, and it kind of acts like a protective layer in it, but it does help absorb up the excess oil, so this works really effective for whiteheads. So if you see like a little whitehead coming and you put this on, then it absorbs it into it, and then there's going to be like a little white spot on the patch. But yeah, I just find it to be really nice to use overnight, and just something that I'll also stick in my bag. If I feel a blemish coming, I'll take one of these out and put it on, and it does prevent blemishes from further developing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and found it helpful. If you guys did, make sure to let me know by giving me a thumbs up, and also if you have recommendations on other spot treatment products, let me know down in the comments below. And if there is any specific topic or things you want me to cover in the Top 5 Best of Beauty series, let me know down in the comments below as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!